Hello there, and welcome to Talk FAS. This is our second episode. Talk FAS, of course, is the program where we connect with members of the SFU Applied Science community. Today, joining me is Isabel da Costa from the company Appnovation. Welcome, Isabel. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, Rory. Thanks for having me.
So, Isabel, just to start, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and about what Appnovation is all about?
Okay, so I'll start a bit with Appnovation. We've been open since 2007. We started as a strictly Drupal development shop, but over the years we've developed into a full suite IT services company that deals specifically with open source technology. So that's things like Drupal, Alfresco, MuleSoft, things like that. I started with the company, like 5 years ago. I was employee, I think, number 13. Wow. We were all working out of one room. And yeah, I started here originally as a project coordinator, moved into project management, and then eventually went into the marketing team because I actually had such a good background with all of our projects. But now we are a pretty big company. I think we employ over 100 people worldwide, and we have offices all over North America and Europe.
So Appnovation works a lot with SFU. You hire co-op students, you hire a lot of alumni. Why do you think it's so important for Appnovation to have, a good relationship with SFU and with other universities?
Well, obviously you guys turn out some very excellent talent, for starters. But really, we like to get involved with the local community. It's very important for us to have any kind of altruism with the work that we do. But specifically, we're really making considered effort to help build up the talent pool in the local community. So the more we help kids in university learn kind of the job environment and the industry, the more prepared they'll be to hit the ground running when they get out of school. Specifically with SFU, though, our VP of Talent and Culture, Warren Wong, actually graduated from SFU, and our business consultant, Simon Mock, also graduated specifically from the FAS department. And he's also on the External Advisory Council, of which I think one of their objectives is to create synergy between the school and the local industry. So he kind of keeps us involved with SFU specifically.
Yeah, it's so great you mentioned the External Advisory Council. People like Simon, I think, are so important to the school to help make sure that we're understanding what industry needs from our graduates, and we're making, the right kind of accommodations to help give students the skills they need today to be not just thought leaders, but great employees for wonderful companies like Appnovation. I've had the pleasure of visiting the Appnovation offices. It seems like an amazing place to work. You seem to put a lot of time and investment in culture and engaging your employees. So what is it, do you think, about Appnovation that attracts great students and great employees?
I think the overall answer is because of the nature of our work, because we deal with a lot of open source technologies, and because we've expanded our service offerings over the years, we get involved in a lot of different interesting projects. We've had some pretty big name clients like Time Inc., BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit, things like that. And so because of the diversity of the kinds of projects that we do, it keeps everybody kind of on their toes and interested. For me personally, what I really like around here is the people. We try to hire, how do I put it? I guess the best way to put it is, you can't teach character, but you can teach skills. Mm-hmm. So say if someone isn't necessarily completely ready for a role, we can hire them at a junior level because we know that they're willing to learn and they're the right kind of fit for the team. So yeah.
So Appnovation is doing something really interesting, really unique with SFU students. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yep. So this year we are launching our very first annual Portico competition. So the Portico competition is specifically this year just for first and second year FAS students. It's going to be a 4-week competition where kids are put into groups of 3, and we teach them about the different roles of the development project cycle. So consulting and sales, project management, and development. And the competition basically, like I said, we're trying to teach them about kind of the project life cycle here in the industry, as well as trying to get them thinking about creative ways to to solve different business case solutions.
Very cool. I'm really excited to see what comes out of that, and we'll be sure to keep the community up to date with how that goes. It's such a really unique way for a company to connect with students and really give them those little pieces of the complete cycle of the business. While I've got you, I also actually wanted to talk about your open source Caddy service. That came out, I think, recently-ish. Sounds very exciting. We'd love to hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah, sure. So OS Caddy is actually a service offering that we've been developing since 2009. It used to be called Canopy. As we were kind of working on it and developing all the different parts to it, we decided to change up the name a bit. So now it is OS Caddy. So yeah, it's a service offering and toolkit. It aims to bring open source technology into enterprise level environments, and we've successfully built active solutions for a number of large-scale organizations such as Mercy Health and Teach for All in the U.S.
Very cool. So good luck so much with Portico and with everything exciting that you guys have going on. If anyone's watching and wants to learn more about Appnovation, about working with Appnovation, or about the Portico student competition, where should they go?
Okay, well, so for starters, Portico, the contest kicks off on February 1st for applicants. We do have a website, and just because I know if I just say these things, no one's going to write them down, I just made this. Hopefully everyone can read it.
Perfect.
So that'll give you our Twitter, our Facebook, our website, and the Portico specific link. I know you guys are going to add that later, but it saves me some time. So there.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Isabel. Is there anything else you wanted to share with the community before I let you go back to your busy day?
Not specifically. I just hope I wasn't too boring.
Not at all.
And yeah, awesome.
Wonderful.
Right,
so
thanks for having me.
That was Isabel da Costa joining us from Appnovation. We will put a link down below in the comment box to where you can go to learn more about Appnovation, about the Portico Student Challenge. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Talk FAS. If you have any suggestions or recommendations of topics you'd like to see covered or alumni you'd like to see featured, please feel free to drop us a line. We'll put contact information down below, and you can always send us a shout out on Twitter, #TalkFaz. We want to thank again Isabel for joining us. Appnovation is a cool company. I really do encourage you to check them out, and have a wonderful afternoon.